Hey guys, this is Tom. Welcome back. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. Yeah, no, it's only been like a month or so. But welcome to day 10 of the Farlands speed run, also known as the hardcore Farlands journey. So, how's everybody doing? That's right. I'm finally back. I'm finally back. You know, mental health is hard. I'll tell you that much. Mental health is hard. And, if anything is going to slow me down, it's my mental health. But yeah, today, I was actually in a pretty good mood today. I'm actually in a pretty good mood today and ready to get back on the scene, ready to get back into action, get some momentum, and continue westward. There have been a few changes. Wingnox, welcome on in. Says, yo, good luck. Thank you. I appreciate it. There have been a few changes. Let me start off right now. Feel free to go see for yourself what those changes are. But anyway, we left off 2862.67 megabytes, and we are on hard. So let's get back into it. All right, wait for the world to generate. So first thing you may notice is that I finally got the Hardcore Hearts texture pack for Beta 173. I even said at the beginning this is a hardcore Farlands journey, which means if I die, it's over. Even if I'm less than 1,000,000 blocks away from reaching the Farlands, if I die, that's it. Hopefully seeking to become the first person to reach the Farlands on hard mode with 0 deaths. Now, I will, or no, oops, okay. Yeah, this 8 deaths here, that's from all the test worlds and, all the previous attempts. So it's not my first attempt doing this. But I do have video evidence showcasing that, yes, I have not died yet this journey. So if you don't believe me, there's the YouTube's exclamation point YT or YouTube. I believe I have also added a few more commands. I think I've added exclamation point Instagram. So if you want to know who I look like in real life, Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. And then I have also got Blue Sky as well. I'm not active on Twitter anymore because fuck Twitter. But anyway, let's get going here before this pause screen ends up being our thumbnail. So we left off at exactly 36 hours. And I can press F3 because we press F3 every hour. We are at 454,800. About 230 in the X. We're going to continue west. Oh, I fell out of my boat. And I'm out of boats. This is not a good start. Hi, squid. Alright, here we go. Oh, my other boat's right there. Oh. Alright, here we go. Alright, so there have been quite a few changes. First and foremost, I noticed that in the Stream Manager page, it seems like the viewer count is now more accurate. I saw it go up to 1, then back down to 0, and now it's back up to 1. I should probably shut the fuck up about that because that's partially inaccurate, seeing as though, you know, there could be one person tuning in, or that one person could already not be here. So yeah, pro tip, if it helps you, hide the viewer count. I want to make sure yes, I am going the right way. And I believe I have to head to the right a little bit. So yeah, I'm really glad to be streaming again, back on Twitch. Really glad to be back. You know, from what I've noticed, and this is especially true for all my other hobbies, you know, I run too sometimes. Let's see, do we need, okay, I already have bread. Yeah, I've noticed too sometimes, you know, momentum is probably the key word here. You know, it's like I'll end up having a day where I don't feel up to streaming, and then, you know, it quickly becomes a habit, you know. You see what I mean? Where all of a sudden one day off becomes like a whole week off, and then you be the judge from there. So yeah, we're going to try and stick to it as much as we can. Because ultimately that's what's going to help our growth here. No, I'm not going to use a boat. I'm just going to bridge across. I'm also a little bit out of practice, so if I'm a little slow this hour, that's probably why. Got a big old mountain here. I'm probably going to have to restart the game here shortly because I've noticed it is lagging a little bit. Oh yeah, I think. Oh, I am definitely going to avoid that. Yep, definitely going to avoid that, because I know the one time I tried to walk by a creeper earlier in the journey and almost died. How? Almost died. And remember, this is a hardcore journey, which means if I die, that's it. And, you know, initially I was thinking, you know, why don't I, you know, when I started this last year, I was thinking, you know, I think Sav's record is beatable. And turns out it actually was by a wide margin. And Lufo proved that. Yeah, Lufo was able to prove that. And not only that, he also did it in record time, too. Which, yeah, that record is not gonna ever be broken. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the game here, because I'm lagging out of my boat, and yeah, I'm lagging out of my boat, and you know, I'd like to get a new computer soon. Alright, get up, don't drown, don't drown. Oh, that's alright. And I guess I may as well grab this boat. Yeah, it's harder when you're out of practice. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna break the boat there. I'm also running out of wood. Alright. Alright, the sun's going down. Now let's see, do I have my bed? I do not. There's a reason why we carry extra wool. Alright. Sort out. Alright. Let's go ahead and let's restart. I'm going to run some ads while I do this. Alright. So yeah, we're just restarting the game. We're just restarting the game. And hopefully this helps. I would like to I would like to get a new PC soon. And you know, when I say that, I'm hoping I win one of Corgi Cam's gaming PC giveaways. And you know, I haven't thought about this before, but I should probably record my reaction to them in case if I do win. I think he'll love that. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on now. 1-800, come on now. Oh, yeah, that's right. Every time we run ads, at the end of an ad break, everybody in chat gets a number of chips. And we will be resetting the chips when I do my subathon come December. Come on now. I'd like to get to the spawn chunk. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. All right, it is loading. It is loading. All right, here we go. Alright, hopefully this fixes everything. Let's see. Boop. Oh. One. No. Alright. And then we do this. Awesome. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. And we'll give it a second for it to generate. Alright, we should be good to go. So, yeah, I want to head this way. Hopefully this at least temporarily fixes the lag issue, which doesn't look like it's improved at all. But we'll see. We'll see as time goes. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. And yeah, that's right. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that follow button. Check out my social media links. Join the club so you don't miss a stream. I do have another announcement. This weekend will be my 3-year affiliate anniversary. And what are we going to do to celebrate 3 years? Well, I've decided we are going to do Ghost of the Babe. We are going to do Ghost of the Babe. Oh, come. We are going to do Ghost of the Babe. I think I'm going to pass on doing the charity event. You know, it was an idea, but I think plans kind of fell through. So I'm going to pass on that. Oh, I fell out. It could also be because I haven't practiced the boat boost. Alright, here we go. Alright. So yeah, we are going to do Ghost of the Babe this weekend for our 3-year affiliate anniversary. We're not going to do the charity. We're We're not going to do a charity fundraiser. I could if I wanted to, but my only pet peeve is that I'll host a charity event and then nobody donates. That's my only pet peeve. So I think just to, you know, overall, I think it would be better to just pass on the charity for now. That doesn't mean I will never do a charity event in the future. It just means I think it'd be better to just, you know, have the affiliate anniversary be, you know, a casual yap session, play-by-play, Ghost and Babe, Jump King, you name it. And then, of course, we can't forget about the big one, that being the subathon come December, where we are going to be playing Final Fantasy X for the first time ever. And it'll also be my first time ever playing a Final Fantasy game, so looking forward to that. Oh. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy how far I've come. You know, I even got a notification on my YouTube thing that, hey, your channel is 11 years old. And, you know, I didn't realize this at the time when I got affiliated, but, you know, my YouTube channel anniversary and my affiliate anniversary are roughly close together. So I guess it was just meant to be back during CCLP5 voting when that started. You know, it was meant to be. Alright, more boats. Oh. Alright, we'll use this boat. Come on. Oh. I should have been paying attention to that. Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny because when I first got affiliate, I didn't necessarily feel at home with Twitch until I found Skyfox. I mean, yeah, I was part of Mine PvP, and yeah, I was part of the CCBBC, And yes, I did find Fail to Survive. Way back when in 2019, because there was the hardcore 100% challenge. So it's hard to say exactly how I got 50 followers the first time in 2019, but it could have been consistent streaming with Bed Wars. Could have been the hardcore 100% challenge. And, you know, a lot of other things. You know, Mineage PvP. Not gonna lie, I got 10 followers my first stream in 2017. And that was thanks to being part of Mineage PvP way back in the day. Alright. We're gonna climb this big mountain here. And then we'll use a bed. Let's see. Let's go right in here. Oh, I left the bed behind. Gotta make another one. There's a reason why we carry extra wool. Sort out. Okay, perfect. And yes, it is a hardcore journey, so it doesn't matter if I break the bed or not. There's no respawning. Well, technically there is in this version, but we don't treat it as such. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, back to the topic of how I, you know, my journey and how I got here, you know. I only started streaming because of FitMC. Don't fucking do that to me. Yeah, I only started streaming in 2017 because of FitMC. Back when he was doing you know, chill Minecraft streams, realistic hardcore with shaders. Okay, we got 50 logs. Was wondering how many logs we had, but yeah. Damn it.
Bummer.
Oh, there we go. Dan, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. That's right, we are also very close to 250 followers, which will be quite an achievement. Alright, here we go. Alright. And that's how you go really fast. Alright, here we go. I was gonna say, I'm slowly picking up the muscle memory of the boat boosting. Yeah. Like the Adrenaline Dragon would say, it's all about the muscle memory. Playing Jump King. So what else should we talk about? It's kind of hard to see the jitter right now, but it'll become more obvious the farther we go. And in case if you're wondering, we press F3 at the end of every hour. So the next F3 press will be at 37 hours. Oh, that's all right. Oh, I saw we were... Yeah, pause. I saw we were dropping frames there. Alright. We should be good to go. Yeah, I've had issues with that in the past. But it's... Says, I don't know how much you can resist looking at F3 all the time, a little too much into the number go up part of it. Yeah, well, we press F3 every hour, so... And I guess the reason why I don't have it open is because, you have that big... There's like a big black bar, performance bar, that, kind of obstructs, like, the big majority of the bottom left corner of the screen. So yeah. It's all about the journey. Oh, there we go. Ah. No! Yeah, one thing's for sure, we are going to be using a lot of boats. Alright. There we go. This axe is about to break, but that's fine, because we still got plenty of diamonds left over. Hi, pig. Alright. I think I'll do a save and reload after this night as well. Alright, here we go. Sword out. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let's save and reload. There's the world size, 2905.21. Come on. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta click here. That's it. Okay. Give it a second. And we should be good to go. So, yeah, I hope you're all excited that I'm back. I'm excited. Because, you know, I've been wanting to get back into streaming for a while. My mental health has just not allowed me to do that. Today felt like a good day, so here we are. And we'll be celebrating our 3-year affiliate anniversary this weekend we'll be playing Ghost of the Babe, which is the final DLC map in Jump King. After that, there are custom maps. And yeah, we come a long way. 3 years affiliate. 11 years on YouTube. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of funny because, you know, I could ramble on and on about my old YouTube channel. But, yeah. I was a part of Mine PvP. And then again, I was also young at the time, so I tried doing a lot of things that wasn't necessarily helpful as far as growth. But, you know, it's all part of the learning process. And, ooh. Every time I see that, it looks something suspicious. Like if there's a... if there's like a ghost chunk. But yeah, I got started with Mine PvP back in the 2014-2015 era. And then eventually made my way into streaming, inspired by the YouTuber FitMC at the time. Back in 2017, and I've been on and off the past couple years since then, but I've only recently been more active. Okay, I had to drop the wood or else I was gonna drown. Okay, you don't take damage if you move through leaf blocks. But yeah, finally hit 50 followers in 2019, and then I took quite a hiatus. Came back in 2022 with the Chips Challenge level pack 5. Got affiliate then, which at the time when I got affiliate, I didn't think I'd grow this large. I'm not really that big, but yeah, it turns out that having gotten affiliate was actually huge because, you know, you get emotes, you get all sorts of cool shit. Oh. Alright. Leaves. And, you know, all it took was that one day, you know, when, you know, I had a stream that was rather quiet. And, yeah, that's when I realized, oh, shit. Alright, we'll use this boat. Problem though is I keep lagging out of my boat. Alright. But yeah, all it took was that one stream for me to realize, you know, if I'm gonna grow, I mean, CCLP5 voting is a good start, but I can't rely on it forever. And it turns out I actually found some really, really cool beans here. One of them was Sky Fox. And what's funny, at the time, like, I didn't really consider Twitch like a second home until I found Sky Fox. And then since April of 2023, I've basically been on Twitch every single day. So, yeah, that's kind of funny how that goes. Damn it. Alright, we're using a lot of boats. Alright, sun's going down. So yeah, those of you that are new here, we do this, which, you know, at the time, you know, Chroma Cage was gonna shut down, which kind of disappointing, but you know, it is what it is. Can we go to sleep? There we go. Yeah, Chroma Cage was gonna shut down, so we needed something as far as Minecraft goes to, you know, at least have something. And it turns out I actually like doing this. It turns out I actually like doing this because ice. Yeah, it turns out I actually like doing this because unlike the CCLP5 and Jump King playthroughs, I've noticed it's kind of hard to yap and play the game and concentrate at the same time, whereas this, you know, it's a little bit more mundane, and I can actually yap when I'm not boat boosting, of course. But, you know, sit there and yap and chat, basically ask me anything. Yeah, because, you know, Jump King, you have to pay attention to every move, because one missed jump, one fall, and you could go down a long ways. And with Chip's challenge, if you get to a really difficult puzzle, that's where you actually have to concentrate, and it's kind of hard to... It's kind of hard to solve puzzles and yap at the same time. I'm probably one of the few streamers that can actually play and read chat and yap at the same time. It's kind of like Rudy Yeen with Beat Saber. Oh! Oh! Alright. We killed that bastard. Alright. Okay. Oh, there goes my axe. There goes my axe. Ow. Curious to see where our X coordinate will be after this. Brand new diamond axe. Okay, here we go. And yeah, right. So yeah, what else? What else is new, you guys? Remember 454. 454.8 is where we last were. Yeah, 454.8. So we'll pay attention to that. I don't know what our overall running average is. I'd have to imagine yeah, this might be a slow hour. It might be an average hour. I don't think it'll be a fast hour. There goes my shears. Let's see. Oh, I guess I will do this then. Okay. What else should we talk about? Entertain me. Entertain me. So, you know what else? Okay, alright, here we go. Alright. Here we go. Oh. And looks like we gotta make another bed. That's alright. Alright, sort out. Okay. That's right, we are about 6 minutes away from pressing F3. You can, yeah, that's right. We press F3 at the end of every hour. You can also force me to press F3 anytime. That is, if we get close to a milestone. Also, if you have 5 gift subs laying around, I'll make a sign for you right on the spot, and I'll press F3 there too. 10 subs, and you can customize whatever message you want to have on that sign. And last but not least, any gift sub, resub, meatball sub, doesn't matter. You get a sign at the next F3 milestone or at the end of stream, whichever comes first. So right now, that would be 500K or the spawn chunks. That is, if we see 500K. Oh, I fell out of the boat. That's alright, we're close to land. Alright. There's a big pack of wolves here. Not gonna tame one, unfortunately, because we all saw what happened to Kurt J. Mack. Which, you know, maybe when we get to the far lands, or when we get really close to the far lands, we might.
Bummer.
Thank you for the follow, H. Jike. I'm probably butchering it, but thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Alright, so what else is new? Yeah, TwitchCon. TwitchCon was this past weekend. So those of you that went to TwitchCon, hope you had fun. Right. And here we can boat under the ice. Yeah, I'd like to go to TwitchCon eventually. One of these years. It'd be a long drive for me, and knowing myself, I would rather drive than fly. And it's 4 days of driving one way from New York to San Diego. So just imagine that. 4 days there, 4 days back. But that's probably not the biggest one. You know, the time commitment doesn't necessarily bother me that much. But it's actually the cost, because, you know, think about that. That's a no-brainer. Now, lo and behold, and we're about to press F3. We're almost at the 37-hour mark. Lo and behold, I am a believer of what I like to call the big one. And all right, here's the F3. Let's see. 467,500. We're at X minus 66. So we're close to the 0, the Z-axis. Yeah, we're close to the X-axis, rather. The X-axis is when X equals 0. Or is it? I don't know. Or no. It would be the Z-axis. It's been a number of years since I've been out of high school, but that's all right. But yeah, here it is again. I gotta head that direction a little bit if I want to be closer to the Z-axis. Alright. Okay, here we go. So yeah, the big one, you know. It's not necessarily something you think about, but it's a concept where if you stream long enough, eventually something big will happen. That is, as long as you are putting in the efforts and, you know, you are growing and whatnot. I haven't had the big one yet happen in terms of subs, but I imagine if I keep this up, eventually, you know, somebody's probably going to end up dropping a 50 sub bomb, or even more than that, you know. Not saying somebody would, not saying you should, but you get the idea. And really, all that really matters here is you being here. Alright. We are going to use a bed, and then we are probably going to... I guess we can take a short break right here. Yeah, let's take a short break, because we got 15 minutes left on the ad clock. And I don't want to cut that too close. So we're going to take a break here. So go ahead, get up, stretch, go get yourself something to eat or drink. I'll be back with you guys in just a few minutes, so please stay tuned, and I will see you on the flip side. BRB. And this is not a food break. We'll say BRB, hit stop. Alright. Ad starting now.